All right, we have a special one here. 1980s, the Royal Air Force issued the NEWMARK Chronograph to its, air crew, a reimagined reissue for modern day. We're going to check out the NEWMARK 6BB Chronograph date. Welcome back to the channel. Let's get a bird's eye view at this beauty. The 6BB Chronograph date by NEWMARK Watch Company. Have you heard of them? Do you own one? Let me know, comment below, because I am new to this design. This company's been around for years. I'm talking like hundreds. Military aviation watch design since like 1875, along with pocket watches and stuff. Come on, this is crazy, right? They have what they are calling the NEWMARK Trilogy. Chronograph, sports diver, and a field watch. I was lucky to get my hands on the 6BB Chronograph. I appreciate the time spent with this beauty, a mecha quartz operation, great style and function. Thanks to NEWMARK Watch Company for allowing me the opportunity to have hands-on with this one. This is not a paid review. My opinion's my own. This one's going back. Matter of fact, it's already gone. But I had her for a week on the wrist, and it didn't disappoint. 316L stainless steel brushed design, 41mm case. We got a 20mm lug, 46.5 across the wrist for your lug to lug. Really reasonable. 12.8mm thickness too. I like that. You'll see in the images there, it sits really nice on the wrist. You know what? And for those of you new to the channel, my wrists are 7¼ inches, so you get your good views and images here to make a decision for yourself as to whether or not it's going to work for you. We have brushed steel with this build. Looks really good and rugged and, old school durable. Today's video is brought to you and sponsored by Daily Watch. Now check out dailywatch.com for all of your watch accessory needs. They have all kinds of stuff, from trays to stands to watch rolls to watch cases, the new hexagon case, the 10 watch travel and hard case. They've got all kinds of things. And if you want to check them out at dailywatch.com, you can also get 10% off, and I'll leave a link for you down below so that you can obviously make a selection for yourself and get a little bit of a discount. I appreciate all the support for the channel. Now we have a solid circular brushed steel case back with a dome sapphire crystal vintage design on top. Crown with 24 teeth. It's like a gear, which is easy to handle and manipulate with your fingers, even when you got big fingers like me. And you may not notice, but look closely at the crown. There's no crown guards per se, but it's recessed into that case design for protection. Fixed top bezel, steel case back with the watch info and serial numbers etched into the back. It's actually the official issued NATO stock number. Wow, just like what you would expect for a military aviator design watch. Now, did you know aviation watches of old were actually chronographs? They were preferred to be chronographs because pilots and navigators used chronographs to time waypoints through the skies and stuff like that. True story. Ask any old school pilot, they'll tell you. Now, the dial is really attractive. Matte black, velvet black, with the white numerals on top. Great contrast here, easy reading. You have indices, you have numerals, you've got dots, you got baton style hands, large white chronograph seconds hand too. And guess what? Everything here is lit up. You've got super luminova, rocking all the low light condition stuff for you here. NEWMARK signed at the 12 with the L below that. The L signifies luminova. See, in the early years, it was a T for tritium, which isn't often used anymore because of radioactive qualities and the lack of life after it, kind of dissipates after about 18 to 25 years. You have subdials for chronograph operation here and a date display down below at the 6 o'clock. Let's break down these subdials here. At the 3 o'clock position, you have your 24-hour monitoring for military time and day-night indication. At the 9 o'clock position, you have your 60-minute chronograph tracking dial. A simple framed-out window at the 6 o'clock looks fine to me. They do have a model which has no date, in case that's more of your fancy. Low light situations are expected to be covered for aviation design. You know what? It's great. You're familiar with the Super Luminova X1C3. That's what you've got here. Now the movement is quartz, mecha quartz, VK64A. Quick set capabilities, battery type is the SR936SW, which carries about 3 years of life depending on how much you're going to be using the functions here. Interesting information about the Seiko Quartz chronograph. It's a mechanically actuated chronograph with the engagement and disengagement of the chronograph is done by the use of levers and cams, like years ago when they used to build them. I like that. It's awesome. Now the strap, you have a nylon Admiralty, what is it? It's listed as is it Admiralty gray NATO strap, 20 millimeters with the pin and buckle closure down below. Nice. I find it's appropriate. Love the NATO design on it. Easily adjustable, you know what, and security and adjustment for a wide range of wrists, not to mention comfortable, as just in case you want to get it off and swap it out, you have the ability to do that too, but something that you could wear for, you know what, all day, every day. Now the cost of the 6BB chronograph here is £550, or when you look at the conversion, probably anywhere around that $1,000 Canadian mark. Not bad value per se, but I mean, you are getting a lot of history here, great craftsmanship, but I still think the price might be a little bit high for my liking with regards to getting a quartz movement inside. Let me know what you think. Comment below. You can find it online at NEWMARKWatchCompany.com. And you'll also see the other variations of their trilogy as well. Overall wear, it's great. Feels good on the wrist. For those of you new to the channel, my wrists are 7 1/4 inches. I hope you get a good sense of how it's going to fit and feel from the video. It's got some versatility. You know what? It's a military aviation design, so if that's not something that, you know, is up your alley, then maybe there's other issues there. But you know what? Like Amy says, there's a lid for every pot, so there might be another design that could suit you better. But for those, if you're not into the military or you're not into different aviation designs, then there could be a struggle there personally for you. But you know what? For me, I like it. I think it's great. Certainly with the specs like these, it could be for men, women, it doesn't matter. I mean, come one, come all. Military types, first responders, anyone really coming for any type of history in the aviation and military, this would definitely be, you know, something that you could consider. The 6BB Chronograph by NEWMARK Watch Company. The date. I like it. I hope you do too. Thanks for coming to the channel. I'm Ross. Do all the fancy things. More stuff's coming. We'll see you on the next one.